This will be a review of the 2003 Lincoln Town Car.
This is a walk around of the exterior of the Lincoln Town Car. It's a 2003 Lincoln Town Car Executive. Trim models are Executive, Signature, and a couple other ones above that. I'm not sure if it comes with those or not normally. This is heated mirrors. From the front, headlight assembly, headlights, high beams, turn signal, all that's integrated into one unit. No lower fog lights or anything like that. Already got the hood latch hit, so this little blade comes out. Got our Lincoln emblem and our hood ornament. You can lift up. AC condenser with the radiator behind it. Hood latch mechanism. Our very clean engine bay. You have a hood light. Nice acoustic covering here. It's got the little engine cover there. Everything looks to be original on it. Alternator's got similar patina to the timing cover. Tell you what, this thing's going to be pretty easy to work on. I mean, look how much room you have between. You probably only have to take the span shroud off or nothing, like you do on the BMW with, you know, the fan, because it's driven by the water pump. And there's your water pump. It's right there. Thermostat housing. And I have to pull the engine cover off to look to see if it's got an aluminum one that goes around the intake manifold, because I'm assuming these are just like those Mustangs and Crown Vics and everything else with this 4.6 that has that plastic intake manifold issue. They leak coolant, but that's something you'd be looking for when you're buying it. That's not really part of this review, but thought I'd mention it in case you didn't catch that video. So moving along, 17-inch wheels. Seat would need to be a little more adjusted for my sitting, but you got pretty high headrests. It's warm in here. Must be fairly well insulated. Lights under the door for when you open them up. You can see the ground below you, so you don't step in anything. Same with the back doors. They open pretty wide too. You don't get as much rear room as you would in my E38, because my door is significantly longer. But I mean, if I was parking these things right side by side, I'd say they'd be pretty close together in overall length. Rear defroster. The antenna, assuming for the car, must be built into that, because there's no exterior radio antenna anywhere. Third brake light up top. And we'll go ahead and go inside and see what she sounds like. We'll do from sitting in the driver's seat, under the engine if you want to hear it, and then the exhaust, although I imagine there's not really a whole hell of a lot to hear. Power seats, power windows, window locks, power mirrors. believe that's going to be our trunk release. Storage. Sounds pretty quiet from inside. I'm assuming it's just as quiet out here. Pretty quiet. Sounds nice when you start it up and runs. Takes 5W20. Beautiful sounding. CD player, radio, AM, FM, and cassette. This specimen is an 03 with 48,000 miles. 48320. Traction control. Pedals that move. Dimmer control. Automatic headlights, or you can turn them off. Parking headlights. No tachometer, but do have a nice big speedometer. Let's see what kind of menus we have here. Distance to empty, average speed, trip A, trip B, English and metric. I'm guessing that would give us, digital speed. Although that's always there, so okay, whatevs. Fuel economy, 10.9 miles per gallon. City driving life, am I right? So we have a clock. At the risk of being copyrighted or nothing. It does have a CD player that does work. I'm guessing it's only a single CD unit. Climate control. Pretty decent sized glove box. Lots of napkins. Got storage here in the armrest. Now, if I do remember correctly, this car has this weird high-tech sorcery where, like, you can swivel it open here. But I think you can also, see, check that out. It's like it's hinged on both sides, but no sides. What is this crazy nonsense? Lift that up. Now you got an extra seat. Although I would hate to be the guy riding bitch. This side's also got some storage. And a power seat. compass up here. Oh, yeah, I guess that helps if I get closer for you guys to see it then, huh? So we got oil life, 98%. Or compass, is that all we got? That's all we got, folks. What does this do, I wonder? Nothing. Must not be a button. Your garage door deals, I reckon. What is this guy? Oh, dude, that's freaking sick. Check it out. You can move this visor over, and then you have another visor. How awesome is that? Pretty damn awesome. Driver's side, same setup. Alright, so I see what's going on here. The seatbelt is rigged in such a way that it will not make the beepy noises. But the driver doesn't like wearing seatbelts. Well, they'll get what they have coming to them, I guess, when they get into a crash. And then, I got one of these in my BMW. What this is for is whenever you want to, if you want to use Bluetooth to listen to all your music that's not in a CD or something, you just plug that in, set it to a certain stereo station, change this to that station, and then you can take phone calls from your phone's Bluetooth and do all kinds of other good stuff. Nice little device there. Well, I would do more of a review of the big back seat, but there's a bunch of stuff in there. We can go back there anyway, I reckon. Got a nice solid grab handle here for the back as well. Guessing that's just for putting sunglasses or something in. Our window for the back. Let's climb in. So that's one of the weird seatbelt thing we got going on. So we do have vents back here. Up when it's too much hot, down it's cold maybe. That's how it is in the BMW. This might not be. Okay, so that's just either air's coming out or it's not. You can't actually select the temperature back here like you can in the BMW. Those deals for maps or whatever you want to put there. Guessing somebody put these green lights in here. It's probably on and off. Hanger. Nice soft fold. Yeah, headliner's in really good condition. This is a really, really well-preserved specimen. Also, I think they would go a little overboard here with their floor mats, because you notice the front, it's got the WeatherTech, but they also put the factory ones over it. Guess I'm assuming those are the factory ones, and then back here they put, how many freaking floor mats do we got? This plastic one, this carpet one, and the WeatherTech underneath. You could really probably just get away with just the WeatherTech. See, then again, it's not my car, so who the hell am I to say if you get too much or not enough stuff in it? Lol. Okay, that was the fuel door. Alright, oops. Okay, so it's this one. Press this to open the trunk. This will open the fuel. Door's got a pretty solid close to them. "17-inch wheels, rated at 32 psi. Unleaded fuel, you can use regular. My. So we got a whole shelf up in there. Fuel pump shut-off switch is back there. Spare tire. It's not a full size. It's a 16-inch wheel, looks like. guessing you can fit your full size back here, though, if you have to put it somewhere. And this one does come with the trunk organizer. Oh, okay, you can lift the whole thing up. Actually, there's a WeatherTech under here, too. So this is how deep it normally goes. And if I can finagle this a bit. Alright, so lift up on that, and now we have more organized storage areas. Put the little nets in there as a divider. So all in all, pretty roomy trunk. I'd say it's just as roomy as this, maybe even more so. Well, I mean, it's deeper. You got it extra deep. You got the shelf, but you know, because there's a shelf there, you lose a little there. Whereas this is kind of straight. So I don't know. I'd have to like start looking up specs to see which one had beastlier storage. Nice cloth lining everywhere. Where are our lights? Okay, so we got lights down here. Looks like the only one. Nope, we got some up in there. So that's nice. So should be pretty sufficient lighting at night, I'm thinking. Lincoln emblem. Town car. It does have auto locking locks once the car starts moving in a gear. Gas cap door. Trunk door, and it looks like you can even stick your key in to lock it, so that way if someone busts your window out, they can't just open your trunk and steal that out. That's it, boys. That is going to be a new feature on this channel. We will be doing, fortunately and unfortunately, it seems to be pretty well sorted. So I don't think I'll be doing a whole hell of a lot of work on it because it's in really good shape. But any work that does need to be done, we can still do some fluid changes, maybe anything that needs sorted, we can do that. So look forward to seeing this around as a regular should anything break on it. But we'll burn that bridge when we get there because things might not break. But that is it. That is our review of the 2003 Lincoln Town Car. Executive. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.